What's going on, everyone? Before I go into some bullshit, what's up, Orion Tanaran and all that, but he spelled it out. Essentially what it is, look, uh, whatever Tiffany has planned next, I'm sure it's going to really upset me, but my mind's already made up. Like, look, this is the thing. The whole thing about the Tiffany shit is I didn't realize that she had to become some old haggard ass bitch and whatnot, and that I had already met her and all that bullshit. So, like, really, like, her at 24 years, like I just want a 24-year-old Asian bitch is basically what you know, what it is. So now that I know how it all works out and how cheap they sell out for, more than likely I'm just gonna become a millionaire again. Look at whichever super hot Instagram model, but whatever bitch is like to my liking, and be like, how much just to buy you outright and get a contract involved and all that bullshit. Because that seems like the way to go. Because this bitch is just fucking crazy, and her fucking I don't want to deal with all of her bullshit. It's just what it comes down to. What I do want to say is people still being afraid of AI. Look, this is what I don't think you understand. I think is going to force a form of standardization because right now my meeting got pushed back by a couple hours, so I'm probably just going to go to the gym and all that bullshit and then come back and do the meeting. But uh what it is so I think I'm going to end up rewriting everyone's code anyways using ChatGPT because people are still bitching about bullshit. I'm not even that, in my opinion, I don't really dev, I secure. So I'm just having ChatGPT develop and I'm just securing what it develops, right? So, like Bruce Lee said, if you wanted to like be the master of kung fu or karate, you want to train 1 year of boxing and 1 year of wrestling, because then you'll have like the stand up and the ground game, and they'll only be able to do one thing. They'll be specialized in one thing. So like run into issues like someone who specializes in Angular or specializes in Golang or specializes in this or that or whatever the fuck, right? That I think is going to become an issue. And I think what's going to happen going forward is it's going to become standardized by AI. Like city walls. I'm sure when city walls first got invented and whatnot, people were like, I make my city walls out of clay and I make mine out of, like squiggly wood piles. And then after a while, people were like, well, we'll just burn the wood and, throw rocks at the clay. It became standardized and you had bricks and shit and mortar and shit like that, right? So AI is going to standardize all this code bullshit. And instead of like signing it with a flourish because that's the way you code, it's going to be like, that's the block of the Java code we need to do this efficiently. It's just going to be that. It's kind of like, like styles. Like back in the day, before like people realized how full of shit most martial arts was, people were like, "This is my flying lotus palm strike style." But if you do that in a real fight, you just get like punched in the face, right? It's like that. All this like coding used to be so rare that if you could code, flying lotus coding style might work. But like now with AI making everything standardized, it's really not. It's just like this is the way you code. This is the jab, this is the hook, this is the cross. If you want to get fancy and do like a bob and a weave and a hook, sure, whatever. But like we just need the line of code that's going to be a jab. That's what it is. So I think what I'm doing at startups now is just standardizing code using AI. And the embedding shit helps out a whole bunch. So that's just that. I'm viewing AI as the next part of the tech race that is going to bring standardization out to something. And I think it's a good thing because one of the channels got taken down. I was talking about how like there's going to be API as a service and how like different robots are going to be using and drones are going to be using different APIs to connect to different things, and the API service is what's going to be sought after, so that there'll be like one drone rented out to 5 different companies, and every time an API gets switched, that's a service fee enacted and all that bullshit, and I'm sure our customer's going to pay for it. But that's how all that shit's going to come about and all that. But having standardized things, so that way everything's cross-compatible. Because right now everything's just like a wonky and shit like that. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and then I'm gonna become a bajillionaire again, and then I'm just gonna buy a 24-year-old hot bitch. And if it need to be from the Philippines, it need to be from the Philippines. Why? Because according to look, you can Cyhax it, you can Witches Covenant, you can whatever the fuck you want to call it. This dumb bitch got too big for her britches, stole, got caught, tried to pull the I'm cute thing, and it didn't work, and she doesn't know what to do because she hit the fucking wall. I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole about it, but like if you would have still been the super cute little whatever the fuck, would you have spent the entire year doing the shit you've been doing last year? No. So I don't really care what you have planned or what you think you're going to do. Whatever it is, at the most, it's going to be viewed as annoying. At the least, it's going to be viewed as just like incompetent because you had to steal for it. So I hope, being pimped out to Thailand and all that bullshit is all you ever hoped it would be, but you're just some trashy ass hoe who got pimped out to a bunch of losers and you got nothing to show for it. Fuck you.